Hello guys, welcome to Greg's Chan 1. I'm Greg, and this is Channel 1. Now, I'm going to be doing a review today on a film that I've just recently watched. I watched it on Thursday. Yes, today is Sunday, and yes, it's a couple of days late. But I've been busy with life, with work, with everything else, so I've not had a chance to get a proper video up. Thursday I was doing my wrestling video with Russell. Russell is the guy that I went and saw the film with, and I must say, I was very, very impressed. I'm going to break it down into how I viewed the film, what I thought was good, what I thought was bad, my expectation going into the film, and what I thought after coming out of watching the film. Okay, so starting off, I went into the film not expecting much. I like Kevin Hart. I like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I wasn't sure how they would do together as a team. And also, from watching the trailer, it looked very much like that was the best bits all thrown into the trailer, because it wasn't necessarily going to be that great. But my mate Russell, who is a big fan of both gentlemen, decided to say, no, we're going to watch this. And I decided, okay, why the hell not? You know, it'll be a good laugh at least. And going into the film, I instantly thought, okay, this is interesting. And it went into, it highlighted a couple of problems with society as it is, in the respect of how easy bullying is, and you know how bad bullying can get. The basic synopsis is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's character Bob Stone works for the CIA. He was known as Robbie Weird Dick, and on the final day of his I think they call it middle school, high school. It's one of the American schools. I think it's kind of like how we in the UK call it high school. So you know, you get to the end of year 11 in the UK and then go off to do college and so on. Whereas in America you kind of do, I think it's middle school, then you go into high school, and then you go into college, or something like that. And it was his last year. It was he. I remember them saying that he didn't come back after this incident. So what ends up happening is he gets embarrassed on the final day of school. He feels embarrassed. He doesn't come back, and he decides to change himself. Now, I thought this was a great thing that they addressed. Because it, in a weird way, even though it's kind of deemed as a comedy, it was shown that if you apply yourself enough, you can achieve and you can get better. You can build yourself up better. And so, Bob Stone became a member of the CIA, and that's where his life went. He was the kid that everyone kind of went, not going to get anywhere. Kevin Hart's character, Golden Jet, what was his actual name? Carlton Joyner. And Carlton Joyner was, kid that was given at school, the award of most likely to succeed, and he became an accountant. Kind of showing that, even though in school you may be seen as not going to succeed, you can succeed if you put your mind to it, which Bob Stone did. Kevin Hart's character, Carlton, just kind of went, I'm happy with this, so I'm just going to roll with it. And so they've obviously ended up on different sides of the spectrum. And with the story, it's basically, for the CIA, Bob Stone is trying to hunt down the villain known as the Black Badger. But he needs Carlton Joyner, the Golden Jet, to help him because he's an amazing accountant. And so you see all of that and you kind of go, okay. And you watch how it all grows out and how it all changes. And then there's twists and turns and stuff that I don't want to go into because obviously it's spoilers. And I don't like spoilers. Sometimes I do go into spoilers, and that's only on stuff when I've done like a series review. Purely because if you're watching a series review, then you've got to have seen the show. If you get where I'm coming from. I hope. And so going into it, it had great pros. It did have a few cons where, you know, sometimes it didn't necessarily make sense. Characters were getting brought up that didn't seem to have any relevance. Too many characters that kind of did nothing. But as a whole, it was a very good film. I was very, very impressed, and it's a film that I would watch again. When it comes to films, obviously rating it on the 1 to 5 scale. 1 is would never watch again. 2 would probably watch if drunk, and if there is really nothing else on. 3 would watch again. You know, I got no qualms of watching it again, but you know, it's not something I would go out of my way to watch again. 4, great film, watch again, loads of rewatchability, so on and so forth. And 5, amazing film, and you know, probably comes into my top 10 films of all time ever. Central Intelligence comes in at a number 4. Now, acting wise, the main, obviously the ones that I feel deserve the most notice on their acting is Kevin Hart, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Everyone else is relatively important, but I don't class them as the main characters, and so I don't necessarily. I thought they were all very good for the roles that they were playing, but I was more focused on the acting of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart, and the way that they worked together, and they worked very, very well together. They were an amazing pairing, and personally, I think they should do another couple of comedy films together because they work so well off each other. It's fantastic, and that's kind of what I think on that respect. So yeah, I was very, very impressed. I wasn't expecting much from Kevin Hart, in all honesty. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, I kind of wasn't expecting much from him either. I mean, yes, he's done a lot of good films, and yes, he's done a lot of bad films, but I thought he'd be alright. And they were both very, very good. So yeah, that's my basic synopsis and my basic review on the film. So 4 out of 5. Nicely done. Would definitely watch it again. Would definitely recommend it to other people. If you get the chance, please go and see it. And you know, if you're not sure you're gonna like it, take a risk. It's worth giving it a try, just in case it turns out to be a film that you go, must watch again, replay, or whatever. That's my personal opinion on it. My next video should be coming up soon. I'm going to be tomorrow. I'm getting to film with Rage Issues on our review of Teen Titans Go. Let's get serious. Okay. So yes, that's going to be very, very fun for you guys to watch and hear how we struggle to tolerate the 11-minute skit. So it's going to be brilliant. I look forward to working with Rage Issues. If you want to know more about him, waiting for the video to pop up, because he wants to do all his fancy stuff, because he's a bit better at tech stuff than me. Tech stuff doesn't like me. Anyway, that's the end of my Central Intelligence review. Just thought I'd let you know what my next video is likely to be. I might do some videos in between. Thank you very much, guys. It's great getting another video out here. All I can say now is cheers.